Good evening. For every minute you're angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Once said by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Welcome to BMC News Live presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself Shana Sultana joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Information Minister Dr. Ramzan praised Indian Ambassador Mr. Piyush Srivastava's efforts to strengthen bilateral relations. His Highness Sheikh Issa bin Ali Al Khalifa Award for Voluntary Work received 69 applications. Bahrain approved radio spectrum for faster Wi-Fi 6 technologies. 16 died and 36 missing in flash flood in western China. Russian president to award women who give birth to 10 children.
Today's news in detail. Information Minister Dr. Ramzan praised Indian Ambassador Mr. Piyush Srivastava's efforts to strengthen bilateral relations. Information Affairs Minister Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Al Naimi has yesterday received Indian Ambassador to the Kingdom of Bahrain Piyush Srivastava and discussed prospects of joint cooperation, particularly in the media field. He also praised the ambassador's efforts to strengthen bilateral relations. The minister hailed strong friendship and outstanding historic relations binding the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Republic of India, stressing shared keenness to further bolster joint ties. The Indian diplomat stressed his country's keenness on further developing strong bilateral relations and building on achievements across all fields, wishing the Kingdom of Bahrain success and further progress and development. His Highness Sheikh Issa bin Ali Al Khalifa Award for Voluntary Work received 69 applications. The organizing committee of His Highness Sheikh Issa bin Ali Al Khalifa Award of Voluntary Work received a total of 69 participations. The participants submitted for their applications to win the Best Institutional Voluntary Performance Award in the award's 12th edition. Anwar Bu Hassan, Vice President of the Board of Directors of the Good Work Society and Chairman of the committee, said that the increase in participation this year confirms the importance of the award in highlighting the role of civil society organizations and documenting the pioneering experience they took and take in the field of volunteer work. Bahrain approved radio spectrum for faster Wi-Fi 6 technologies. The Telecommunications and Regulatory Authority of Bahrain (TRA) announced that internet users in Bahrain will soon be able to benefit from faster and more efficient Wi-Fi 6 technologies, allowing them to enjoy the full capabilities of both fiber and 5G. This is in line with the Kingdom's adoption of radio spectrum ranges 5,470 to 5,725 and 5,225 to 6,425 MHz for Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 6E applications. TRA said that Bahrain has one of the most expensive fiber optic deployments in the world, with 5G deployment that spans the entire kingdom. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers Bahrain's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Tourism Minister and President of BACA, Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities, inspected historical Manama City and Old Souk. Minister of Tourism Fatima bin Jafar Al Sayrafi and President of Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities BACA, Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Abdullah Al Khalifa, paid a field visit to Manama Historical City and the Old Souk to get updated about the facelift project of the old Manama Souk, which is overseen by BACA. The development project aims to recover the cultural identity and success of the status of the souk, being one of the oldest in the Arabian Gulf region. The Minister of Tourism stressed keenness on availing of the civilizational heritage of the Kingdom of Bahrain to promote cultural tourism and enhance its contribution to the national economy. She pointed out the key role of cultural tourism as a pillar in the Kingdom's tourism sector strategy 2022 to 2026. She noted Bahrain's rich heritage, which has to be projected worldwide, stressing the importance of the old Manama Souk as a historic destination of the world. The National Institution for Human Rights Committee discussed programs to rehabilitate eligible alternatives penalties beneficiaries. The NIHR, National Institution for Human Rights, General Rights and Freedom Committee Dr. Badr Muhammad alternative penalties. Supervised by the NIHR and the Interior Ministry, the lecturers target individuals benefiting from the alternative penalties in order to prepare to engage positively in society. Civil Defense held Summer Society Summer Safety Awareness Campaign. The General Directorate of Civil Defense has held a series of lectures and activities, including events for children to promote summer safety awareness. The campaign was held in coordination with the Interior Ministry's Human Resources, the 4 governorates and the Ministry of Education. The Public Relations and Awareness Office held events and activities in different areas in Bahrain. The Directorate also received children at its various centers to enhance their awareness. NAO Auditor General and Social Development Minister discussed cooperation. National Audit Office NAO Auditor General Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Khalifa received Social Development Minister Osama bin Ahmed Khalaf Al Asfour. The meeting discussed ways to strengthen partnership and communication in audit and follow-up. The Auditor General congratulated the Minister on obtaining the Royal Trust and wished him every success in performing his new duties. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Al Hilal Multi-Speciality Medical Center, Salmabad organized a medical camp on Economic Development Board. Blood pressure and blood sugar were tested for 40 participants. Mini comprehensive checkup coupons were also distributed at the event. Bahrain and Sudan joint cooperation discussed. Sudani Minister of Animal Resources Hafida Ibrahim Abdul Nabi received Bahrain's ambassador in Khartoum, Abdullah Rabia said. The two sides stressed strengthen relationships between the two brotherly countries and people. They also discussed ways of strengthening joint cooperation towards achieving common interests. 16 died and 36 missing in flash flood in western China. At least 16 people have died and 36 others are missing after a sudden rainstorm in western China triggered a landslide that diverted a river and caused flash flood in populated areas, Chinese state media said on Thursday. Rescuers have found 2 more people reported missing earlier and were searching for the others, state broadcaster CCTV said, and in an online report. The Wednesday night disaster affected more than 6,000 people in 6 villages in the province, CCTV have said. NASA's moon rocket moved to launch pad for first test flight. NASA's new moon rocket arrived at the launch pad Wednesday ahead of its debut flight in less than 2 weeks. The 322-foot 98-meter rocket emerged from its Mammoth Nangar late Tuesday night, drawing crowds of Kennedy Space Center workers, and many of whom were not yet born when NASA sent astronauts to the moon a half-century ago. It took nearly 10 hours for the rocket to make the 4-mile trip to the pad, pulling up to the sunrise. NASA is aiming for an August 29th liftoff for the lunar test flight, and no one will be inside the crew capsule atop the rocket. Just 3 mannequins were swarming with sensors to measure radiation and vibration, it has been announced. Russian president to award women who give birth to 10 children. Russian President Vladimir Putin is offering money to women to have 10 or more children to restore the country's demographic crisis that emerged due to the coronavirus pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war. The initiative, which includes a one-time payment of 13,500 euros to give birth to and keep alive 10 children, is being described as a desperate attempt by experts. Dr. Jenny Mathers, Russian politics and security expert, said that the new Russian reward scheme known as Mother Heroine that Putin has announced as a measure to replenish a dwindling population. Agniveer recruitment rally for Indian Army from October 25 to November 11 in Haryana. A recruitment rally will be organized in Ambala to enlist Agniveers to the Indian Army under the Agnipath scheme, the government has said. The rally will be held from October 25th to November 11th at Army Recruitment Headquarters and Karga Stadium in Ambala, Kant. Recruitment will be held for the post of Agniveer, general duty, and etc., the statement said. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Lab English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.